Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs if they want to control the pace of the game. It's Blunt's Cardinals going up against Peterson's Vikings. Now we'll head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 5 matchup.
Vikings, Cardinals, coming up on EA Sports as we get set for today's Week 5 matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz alongside Phil Simms. And Phil, we've prepared for this game by talking to the players and the coaches. What do you expect?
Jim, just talking to the coaches, talking to both of them, how fired up they were. So if the coaches are that fired up, can you imagine how the players are going to be? Their emotions are going to be at sky-high level. That means we are going to have a hard-hitting game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
The leaders of the NFC North are set now to kick it away and get this game started. Peterson's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line.
And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future.
First down here. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount, and tackled down at the 43-yard line.
When a coach can have a run that picks up those kind of yards, it gives them confidence, and they will show more and more patience with the running game. So the defense, they better dig in here.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Blunt off the left side. Freeman that time on the tackle.
Always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Second and short following the run. The Cardinals bring in an extra tight end for this play. That brings the play to an end. Imposing their will early on the defense with a solid effort on the ground.
Well, we talk so much, don't we, about the passing game in the NFL, but it's still about who can out-hit the other one, and right now the offense, they are winning that battle. Nice run.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. The Cardinals are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. He has the grab and a gain of 4. And now we'll look at the Cardinals offense, and their strength comes in the passing game, ranking currently 4th in the NFL. The Cardinals come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Breaks out of that one. Here's how the Vikings defensive lineup, one of the best teams in the league this year against opposing quarterbacks. They come to the line on 3rd down. They did an excellent job of executing in these spots last week. And Matthews is in the slot.
3rd and 5. And the catch is made by Larry Fitzgerald.
And Fitzgerald is brought down.
Fitzgerald's more than happy just to catch that football near the line of scrimmage. They all love these type of catches, the wide receivers do, but it's good vision by him. He reads the blocks well and picks up good yards. Nice job.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Offense lines up here.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount.
Johnson's there to make the tackle. How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. 2nd and 3.
Draw, taking it right up the middle. That's a gain of 6.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
1st down here after the run.
The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel.
Let's go.
The give, and he'll try it left. Muscles through the defender. As good as it gets. Touchdown.
Good job that time by the offense, scoring that touchdown and putting them ahead. And when you get ahead in a football game in the National Football League, it makes you relax and you play better.
The Arizona Cardinals for the extra point.
Makes the PAT.
Cardinals getting ready to kick it away.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the 1st time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
And he's thrown to the ground.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
The Vikings have turned into the cardiac kids. They won a tight one last week, but they trail in this one with time remaining.
You've got to be cool under pressure, and I think this is a pressure situation. You got to make plays when it counts in situations just like this.
Here's the look at the Vikings offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
3rd down. Nickel formation here for the defense. They'll go shotgun here.
Launches it down the field. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. Butler will be called on now to punt the football.
Peterson with a chance to return this one. And the tackle is made at the 41. First down on the way.
The Cardinals. Pistol set here.
Let's go.
They'll go ground up the middle. Brought down just 2 yards shy of the first down marker.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd down and 2 to go after the running play. The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Just look at the numbers behind the rushing attack here. And they are absolutely dominating in the line of scrimmage and on the scoreboard as well.
An offensive lineman's dream to run the football, to dominate physically and be winning the football game. That is a trifecta.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
2nd down coming up.
Let's go. Red 38.
Gets the handle here. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
You want to make your coach happy? Have the lead and have your offense just keep pushing the football down the field and score and increase that lead.
The Arizona Cardinals for the extra point. Extra point was good. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. It's 1st down as they head to the line. The Vikings all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Takes it from the gun. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. And now, here's the Cardinals defense stacks up. It is a group that has forced so many turnovers, the team overall is 4th in the league in turnover differential. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. Offense lines up here. Snapping out of the gun. Catch made. Patterson's met after a gain of 3.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a 1st down.
The completion sets them up now for 3rd and 7. They've come out in the dime package.
Let's go.
From the gun. And he's going to be sacked. So just 3 plays and out for the offense.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Butler will be called on now to punt the football. Peterson's got a chance this time.
Tackle down at the 46-yard line. They come to the line, and it's first down.
And Matthews is a receiver in the slot.
They send the tight end in motion from the gun.
Deep to Larry Fitzgerald.
Rhodes very nearly to the pick.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Second down following that incompletion. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
The Cardinals offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Out of the shotgun formation. He's got the catch. He'll pick up 7 this time.
The Cardinals coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. Run and pass. That time, the pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
This will be second down.
The Vikings lined up in the nickel.
Get ready.
Out of the shotgun. Out to the left. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
I think the best thing to say about that play is just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
First down here after the completion.
Get ready.
Tight end in motion. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. No one was open.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You can go deep down the middle where neither of the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Get ready.
From the gun.
And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete.
Number 7 can't complete the pass.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. The defense comes out in the nickel.
Get ready.
From the shotgun.
It's out of bounds. Incomplete.
He'll try this one from 47. Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
Cardinals getting ready to kick it away.
Patterson's going to test the coverage this time. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line.
First down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Peterson's able to move the chains with that carry.
That play is good for a Vikings first down.
Peterson's the guy, anytime he gets a chance to get in the secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
First down here after the run. Peterson lines up in the backfield. They run the counter play. Peterson left side gets about 4 yards that time.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. The quarter is about to end. One more play first. Nickel formation for the defense here.
The first quarter comes to an end, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by the Terrain Denali.
The Vikings offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Offense lines up here.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Number 7.
Nice job by the QB. How about that? Under pressure, takes a big hit, still throws it down the football field and makes the completion. The big thing is he takes the hit, he gives with it, and he falls to the ground.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. This play set up by the long gainer. Out of the gun. He makes the catch. Tackles made.
The Vikings did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Adrian Peterson is in the backfield.
Let's go.
It's second down and 3. Intercepted. Good piece of tackling.
Lee's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands after that interception that I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this, he is one good linebacker.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Blunt heading right, taking off. Met by Barr that time. Phil, today we've seen a running back who was putting up some big rushing totals.
Jim, sometimes I get tired of talking about the quarterbacks and wide receivers, how well they're doing. What a good change of pace to watch the game evolve around a running back. And, man, this guy is taking advantage of those opportunities.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Handoff made. A tackle behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Coming up, second down. Double tight end formation. Just a quick drop back. Reaches out and snatches it.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. They'll go ground. The tackle is made.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play.
Let's go.
He's going to get another carry. Gains 11.
Another first down by the offense. The defense is definitely getting fatigued. And when you get fatigued, you cannot think, so look out.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Offense lines up here. First down at the 16. They bring him to the turf.
The Cardinals know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Vikings with a nickel look here on defense. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Number 11, the intended receiver.
3rd down on the way. Three-step drop. This pass is incomplete. That was thrown right into double coverage.
Bad job that time by the quarterback. He misses the receiver on the slant route. When you're throwing the slant route, you got to throw it right into the stomach of the receiver, so it's easy for him to make the catch, and he can protect himself also.
The kick is good.
That was a beautiful drive down the field. Long drive by the offense. They do not get the 7 points, but they're fortunate. They do get the field goal try, and they make it.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Patterson will test the coverage. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings come onto the field now for this next series. Rudolph's shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. Now 1st and 10. Has his target. Gains 16.
The margin of error against man-to-man defense is much smaller for a quarterback than it would be against zone defenses. That time the quarterback right on target. Good throw.
Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. Second down coming up. Peterson's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
Hey, this defense, they are tough. When you run that football, they got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain.
Let's see what they do on this 3rd down situation.
Split backfield here. He'll take the snap from the gun. Brings it into his body. And it's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Well, Jim, you know, you got to give the defense credit here. There's a pass completion on 3rd and short, but they are so fast and they tackle so well, they bring him down before he can pick up the first down.
That's a 2-yard gain.
That time he only gets a couple yards, and if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
The Cardinals offense now marches onto the field.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Let's go.
Tight ends in motion here.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Completion to Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald's taken down at the 25.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up. And when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun.
Throwing now to his left. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
First down here after the completion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Let's go.
They send the tight end in motion.
The Cardinals snap it at the 31. The defense gets the sack.
Beautiful timing that time by the safety. That's what it's about when you talk about blitzing. Space the field properly so the safety has a lane to run into, and timing the snap of the ball. They did everything right that time. Good job of the safety getting that sack.
2nd down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Quick drop back. And the catch is made by Larry Fitzgerald.
Good job by the quarterback that time. Makes the decision. Throws it short. It does not get the first down. But I promise you, 3rd and short is a lot easier than having 3rd and long.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Cardinals take it from the 33. Makes the catch in open space. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one.
Coming up at halftime, it's the Verizon Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Tight end in motion.
Staying with the passing game on first down. The defense doubled up on that one. Well, the quarterback's hurried on the play, and he throws it incompletion.
The QB had no chance, Jim, that time. No chance. The offensive line just has to keep the defenders off the quarterback a little longer.
The Cardinals will go with the pistol on this play.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Rhodes was in the vicinity.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
3rd and 10.
And he's taken down. Timeout called by the defensive unit. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. They face first down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete.
It's nice to have a good arm and throw the football down the field like this. But that time, that was terrible. Just overthrew the open receiver.
Second down after the incompletion. The defense comes out in the dime. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Looking to the right side and throwing. Jackson's there to make the stop. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. We'll head back to the field now. Danielle Bellini is working to get us an update on that injury as soon as possible. Now looking at third down. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. From the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has to be depressed after that play, because when you get a chance to get off the field, get a turnover, and get the offense off the field, man, you got to take advantage of situations like that.
Butler will be called on now to punt the football. Peterson with a chance to return this one. And he is brought down at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals are getting set for their next possession. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. First down and 10. Griffin's there to make the tackle. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Vikings official. He couldn't tell me the specifics, but he could confirm it was a severe knee injury.
Second down and 2. Has his man. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Cardinals signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Following that timeout, offense back out on the field. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Split backfield here.
Let's go.
Drop back, shotgun formation, throws the pass. The defense had that one covered.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They'll go shotgun here. The catch is made. Breaks away.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Has his target. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3. The Vikings have to call one right here, and they do. And they are out of timeouts. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go. They'll take it at the 20. First down, offense readying for the snap. The jumbo set on the field. Keeps it here. And he's forced to the ground. That leads us to second down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set.
Let's go.
Keeps it here. And they'll get to him again for the sack. The Cardinals, 1 timeout remaining. It'll be third down. Peterson's a running back, but he's in the slot for this play. Takes it from the gun. Falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looks like we'll go 3 and out on this series.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
They're set to punt it away now. Peterson's got it now. That's a gain of 7. First down coming up. This will be the last play before halftime. To the ground, middle. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line. That does it for the first half. Vikings trail in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back now at the first half. The Cardinals have done a good job today stepping up, and they lead after 2. The Vikings came into today's game coming off an impressive win. They'll need to turn it around to find their way back in the win column. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Cardinals take it at the 11. Royster's got it on the run, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. They strike first in the half. Cardinals have it at the 4. He'll take this one off the right edge. He'll take it in for the touch. The Cardinals up now by 14. Vikings with the ball early in the second. Rudolph's the target on the quick pass, and he'll be tackled at the 41-yard line. Vikings would end up throwing a pick on the drive. Now 2nd and 8. Coverage breaks down here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Glendale for the start of the second half.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. We'll head back to the field now after the injury timeout. Danielle Bellini is getting us the update on exactly what happened down there. The Vikings come out for the next possession. Nickel formation here for the defense. Peterson lines up in the backfield. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
Well, anytime you're talking about a successful run in the NFL, the running back is going to be a big part of that. Breaking tackles, but this time it was just the vision of the running back. He picked the right hole and picked up some nice yards.
Makes the reception. That's Campbell making the stop.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that first down, Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's go to her now.
Guys, I just spoke with a Vikings official. The latest news is that he does have a lower body injury, but guys, it's not anything that should prevent him from getting back on the field. Back to you.
They'll mark him at the 46. And here we have 2nd down. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback.
Peterson's able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a 1st down.
Snapping out of the gun. Looking across the middle on the money. Rudolph's marked down after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the 1st down, though.
2nd down even after the completion. The defense comes out in the nickel. From the gun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Oh, good job by the linebacker knocking that pass down that time. All he did was watch the eyes of the quarterback, and he reacted. It put him in good position, and he knocks the football down.
Nickel formation for the defense here. 3rd down and 6. The defense gets a sack.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Peterson with a chance to return this one. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Danielle Bellini is working to get us an update on that injury as soon as possible.
Always hard to guess what the injury is, and don't like to speculate, but I think it's pretty apparent. It's an upper body injury. We'll let you know when we find out.
1st down here. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. That'll stop the play right there. Running the football is a mindset, and it's one this team has today for sure.
You can tell this is the thought process all week long by the offense. We're going to go out there, we're going to out-tough the other team and just run the football right at them, and it has worked well.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1.
Vikings defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Vikings official. The team is officially ruling him out for today's game with an upper body injury. Back to you.
3rd and short. Play fake. Looks to his left. Shrugs off the first hit. Shakes off the tackle. Got a flag down here. Freeman's in on the tackle.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Here's the first snap after the big play. The lineman tries to plead his case, but it looks like a false start.
False start. Offense.
First down on the way. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Blunt trying to pop, count it, touchdown.
Oh, you just love it as a quarterback. You get down in there and it's first and goal and you score. Now you don't have to sweat the fact that, man, what are we going to do if it gets to third down? You don't have to worry about it. Good run, nice touchdown.
The Cardinals with the PAT to come. It's good. The Vikings have really just been outplayed in every facet of this game. Really just looking for any sort of answer. The score's 27-0.
Cardinals getting ready to kick it away.
Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
It's first down as they head to the line. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a sixth time in this game.
Buchanan's in on the tackle.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
That's second down coming up.
Midway into the third.
Trying to work that left side. Very nearly intercepted.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Failing to connect there, third down.
And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to fourth down.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete. Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed, they hustle, they're all around him, and they only give up a couple yards.
The Cardinals are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
First down at the 30. Gets it out for the completion.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
The Vikings come out in the nickel.
Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. Tackled down at the 47.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
It's now second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. He'll fire it out to the left.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. And welcome back. Danielle Bellini is working on getting us an update on the injury as we return to action.
I think you can just tell by the body language and the way he's acting that is an upper body injury. Hope it's not severe. We'll let you know as soon as we find out.
First down here after the completion. Blunt out to the right. Bars the one who brings him to the ground.
Number 27 on the carry. Gain of 2.
Second down here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. He's brought to a halt.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. From the gun. Incomplete. Looking underneath that time.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL. In obvious passing situations like this one on third down, can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
Never take it for granted. When you're trying a field goal, a lot of things could go wrong, but good execution that time by the offense and a good kick. 3 points.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. Tremendous defensive play that time, making sure that pass was not completed.
That job is getting harder and harder, isn't it, for defenders to jar the football loose? Because just about anywhere you hit the receiver, it's illegal. But a good legal hit that time, it knocks the ball loose.
Number 28 gets the ball. Gain of 5.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Adrian Peterson is in the backfield, out of the shotgun formation. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. The Vikings are going to punt the football. Picked up a couple that time.
Of course, Jim, you and I would have called a fair catch there because you know why? We're cowards. Who'd want to take this kind of punishment when the defender's all around you?
The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. The Cardinals take it from the 38.
He'll throw it over the middle. Sticks to his hands.
And as we see here, it hasn't been the best couple of games for this guy as he hasn't found a way to stay involved in the passing game.
Yeah, I want to say to him, don't get frustrated. Just keep working hard, and the football will find its way to you.
Offense lines up here. Second down and 6.
Here's the handoff. And they get to him at the 45.
If you want to run the football to success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
The Cardinals will take the snap from the 45. And Fitzgerald's got it, and a first.
I think the coach on the sidelines, he's going to be happy with every first down because he knows that's more time off the clock. When you're up like this, multiple scores in the second half, Every first down just puts the odds in your favor of winning this game.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
One. Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Well, you're just getting dominated physically when the offense just runs the football right up the middle. The middle linebacker and the defensive tackles just have to be better.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Bell's taking the handoff. Gains 13. First down here after the run. They're able to move the chains after that last run.
The Vikings defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The final quarter begins with this snap. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Looking ahead, the Cardinals will be on the road in Jacksonville next week, while the Vikings will be playing at home next week.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here.
The Vikings lined up in the nickel.
They'll run it here. Shakes off the hit. That picks up 7.
The Vikings have counted on this defense to keep them in games this year, but so far that unit has been absolutely manhandled.
Yeah, this is a game they are not used to, that is for sure. And what you're doing on the defensive side, you get in that huddle and you just want somebody to make a play to turn this game around and get your defense off the field.
Out of the shotgun. Touchdown. They're just running it up.
When you got a lead, you march down the field and you add on that lead with a touchdown, it's fun to watch the other team. Will they stay patient or will they panic? My bet is they'll panic.
The Cardinals line up now for the point after. The point after is good.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff.
Patterson's running this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Vikings ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22.
Nickel formation here for the defense.
Peterson. Jackson's there to take him down. The Cardinals lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story, Phil.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers, but let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense. What a job by the defense.
Secures it with 2 hands.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Looking at the passing numbers on both sides of the ball, they're just not there. The coverage has been good and has been hard to move the ball against those secondaries.
Yeah, good job for the defense today. They got a good pass rush going. The coverage has been good down the field. And also, the defense has been good, but the quarterback has not been real sharp.
Quarters formation here for the defense. 1st and 10. No one in sight. Has the grab.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Peterson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. Second down now. Offense lines up here.
Get ready.
Takes it again. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
1st and 10. They're setting up screen.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Nice tackle. We've got a player down, so we'll step aside and be back in just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment.
Yeah, Jim, it looks like an upper body injury. I think we're pretty sure of that. And as usual, we just hope it's not serious. We'll find out here soon.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Let's go.
From the gun. Under pressure and incomplete.
Well, quarterbacks know on 3rd down they got to make a decision and get rid of that football because the defense, they are coming after you. That time just not good enough, and he throws an incompletion.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation from the shotgun. Get 6 for the Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
That's a nice touchdown there, and you chip it away at that lead. Try to get into the minds of the opponent. Will they get tight? You hear the word choke? Yeah, I think they could be choking over there on the other side. Look out.
The Cardinals are ready to return the kickoff. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The Cardinals now ready to take over as their offense heads onto the field. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Brought down after a gain of 6.
Gain of 6 on the play.
2nd down following the run. Offense lines up here. Bell's handed the football coming out of the I formation. Tackles made and the first down is picked up.
Bell is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
They bring in the extra tight end. Bell's handed the football. Gains 15.
The Cardinals' offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. They call his name again. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
2nd down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time, and he's brought to the ground. On the way, 3rd down. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Right back to him.
And he's brought down right at the 42.
They're in punting formation. That's a timeout call. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go.
And so now they'll call on Lee to punt the football.
He hauls it in. Gains 12.
Sometimes it's good protection by the offensive line, and sometimes it's just bad defense. They can't get to the quarterback, and that's another completion by him.
They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Nickel formation for the defense here. Here's the handoff to LeGarrette Blount. The margin is increased with another touchdown.
When you talk about a running back like this, he doesn't possess the great speed. So for him to score a long touchdown run, that means the defense broke contain. They weren't disciplined, but the biggest detriment of all is they did not hustle.
The Arizona Cardinals for the extra point. And the extra point is good. Cardinals getting ready to kick it away.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Vikings getting ready now to start their drive. Quarterback coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 6th time in this game. They're going to get him here for a sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a...
We return out of the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter action. After that sack, dropped them back 9 yards. It sets up 2nd down and 19.
Peterson's shifted from running back to a receiver in the slot.
Out of the gun. Almost intercepted.
Every quarterback in the NFL is going to have 1 or 2 passes a game. They can be picked off. Most of the time they're dropped, and this time that was a bad drop by the defense.
They've come out in the dime package. They'll take the snap from the gun.
And this will go incomplete. Got a hand on the pass and knocked it away.
Good job by the linebacker that time. Saw the receiver coming in his area, read the quarterback, and in wonderful position to knock the pass down.
He is brought down at the 49-yard line.
Well, returning punts is a tough job, and it's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
The Cardinals are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Joseph's going to make the tackle.
This will be second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. In on the stop.
The Cardinals offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
First down here after the run. Bell is in the backfield.
Let's go.
Handoff. Williams is all over the ball carrier.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Coming up, second down. I know they've got to move on, but, man, that is an ugly score on that board.
Yeah, it's an ugly score from an ugly game, and they played bad in all three phases, so what do you expect? There's going to be an ugly ending to it.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.